Welcome investors! Today we'll be talking about this if the system surrounding the stock market is tilted towards hedge funds and institutional investors with big money against retail investors like you and me. We will also talk about transformation of Robinhood. If you're interested, keep watching. Don't go anywhere. Recently, I came across a very interesting statement made by Depository Trust Corporation. First of all, what is Depository Trust Corporation? Let's start from the beginning and see the steps of the trading process. On the bottom, you have brokerage firms like Robinhood, Webull, Etrade, Interactive Brokerage Group, etc. When you can trade stocks, bonds, and other securities, and all transactions from your brokerage firm are sent to the clearing corporation. What are the clearing corporations doing? Clearing is the process of updating the account of the trading parties and arranging for the transfer of money and securities. Example of the clearing firm is Apex. After clearing, all the transactions have to be settled and then they are sent to the settlement companies. Settlement is the actual exchange of money or some other value for the securities. One of the examples of settlement firms is a Depository Trust Corporation. So you have your brokerage firm, then you have clearing house, above that you have settlement firm, and above the settlement firm you have Federal Trade Commission, which is US government big boys overseeing all the aspects of the trading all kinds of securities and commodities. This is very simplified model of how your buying orders of the GameStop stocks travels through at least 3 institutions which most of us are not aware of. So let's repeat. When you buy stocks, for example on Robinhood, then Robinhood sends your transactions to the clearing house. And after clearing, your transaction goes through the settlement company. So recently, one of those settlement companies called Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation said the volatility in stocks like GameStop and AMC has generated substantial risk exposures at firms that clear those trades. Those risks were especially pronounced for the firms whose clients were predominantly on one side of the market. It is a reference to brokers whose customers were heavily betting for stock to rise, like recently, rather than having a mix of positions. So clarifying, the overwhelming number of buyers of the stock of the GameStop is posing the risk to the brokerage firms, clearing houses, settlement companies, and eventually to the entire financial system. Okay, keep this in mind, and at the same time I would like to tell you that GameStop is the one of the most heavy shorted stocks. According to Wall Street Journal, at the end of December 2020, more than 138% of the shares available for trading were sold short. This is possible because traders are able to borrow shares from the other investors, and those shares can be lended more than once. So this was more than a month ago already known, and apparently this didn't pose any risk to the clearing houses, settlement companies an entire system? Of course, it was a huge risk from the beginning to the entire trading system. But the difference is that the shorting of 138% of the GameStop stocks was done by the hedge funds with a lot of money behind and connections on Wall Street. But the recent squeeze of the stock is done by the retail average investors like you and me. And apparently this is not fair when the plebs are getting rich at the expense of the oligarchs and aristocrats. As you can see here, the system is tilted towards fat cats, and clearly we have here double standards. I just hope that the government is not getting to interfere, because it will show clearly that they are on the side of the hedge funds. Entire situation is completely legal and transparent, and the recent limits of trading imposed by the Robinhood just show the hypocrisy of Robinhood and other brokerage firms. Robinhood was protecting poor people in England in the 14th century, but I guess in US in 21st century Robinhood took a new role and he's protecting rich people against poor. I hope that this historical event will be a beginning of the rise of the retail investors, and this will level the playing field forever. Information is available to everyone right now, but how you use this will determine if you succeed or fail. This is it for today, and remember, I'm just an amateur investor having fun right here. Do not make any decisions based on this video. And if you like this video, please share this video on Facebook, Twitter, with your friends. I greatly appreciate your help with building this channel. And like always, write me down your comment and your thoughts about what you think about Reddit revolution. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me right here. Please stay healthy and well, and have a great day.